ability. Yeah, slowly but surely mapping to we're stepping up being first. Creativity and
That's pretty much what
Ladies and gentlemen, myself, I'm coming from south of India.
nice to meet you.
I'm an artist currently based in Trondheim, Norway. I just finished my master's in fine arts. And Cyberia is like my project. I've been building this for over a year. So these are like interactive 3D NFTs on Cardano based on yoga. Because I'm a person who's into yoga for the last 12 years and it has tremendously changed me. And like 10 years ago, I didn't have this kind of confidence to do everything all by myself. So much, it helped me so much. I wanted to kind of make a project that is kind of meaningful. But NFTs were like kind of an accident that happened to me last year when I was, say like March 2021. One of my close friends back in India, he knew that I was trying something with NFTs because in Ethereum there is a platform called Rarebloom. I tried to sell a couple of my NFTs, minting them in Rarebloom. When after the Beeples, the collection sold like for some millions, so it kind of caught the attention of every other artist out there. It got me in. I tried and I couldn't get it sold, and I thought NFT is a scam space, so I quit that space for some time. But later, at some point, I got introduced to Cardano NFTs, and I minted unsigned algorithms, which is like the first on-chain Cardano NFT. And I had no idea what is on-chain Cardano NFT. So my friend was explaining everything. From that point, I started kind of exploring the NFT space. And then I was like, initially I just came for the money because I was so focused on one thing, which is because like I have planned so much with my art. I just wanted the money to kind of make that art rather than make money from the art. So that was the idea that grew on me for a long time. But later I was like slowly collecting NFTs, flipping them, making money, like which helped me kind of to travel and see, even to buy a new camera or something like that. And so around the month of September, the clay from the Clay Nation, it happened, and I got one of the rarest NFTs called just a green duck clay. I'll show you how it looks. Yeah, that's the green duck clay. And I got an offer for 40,000 ADA back then. I simply said no. I don't know like why I had that kind of confidence back then. So yeah, I mean, because I knew this is going to be a big thing later. So, but meanwhile, my university, the second year started. So I spoke to my professor that this space is very interesting, and I would like to change my thesis to NFTs. And he said, I showed him like what's happening here. Like it was like the kind of the golden time of Cardano NFTs, like almost so much volume and everything. Even I got lost in the frenzy of the money that is like flowing here and there, because it was so chaotic, just like throwing you away in new waters when you don't know swimming, and you just like trying to swim and see, and everything started slowly settling down. And this is the time I got serious about NFTs, and then I went into the Discord service, which is like a different world, like where you talk to people with random profile pictures. And then slowly like I was understanding what's happening there, and also like everybody was new back then, like we were trying to understand what's happening. And this is one of the pages from my thesis actually. And in the Discord servers, it's not just about the NFTs anymore. Like we started having some personal conversations with a lot of people. I'm a person who speaks to a lot of people, so I was like, it was very easy. There is no discrimination or anything. I mean, my skin doesn't in a reality we have to accept certain things, like there is some prejudice, but here, like if you own a Clay Nation PFP and go talk to people, it's a different kind of entry that gives you. So we were like having, I was more than that, I started having fun there, and I was living in Norway, which is like a cold country, and all of my friends were kind of busy with their projects, and there was kind of a loneliness, and this platform became kind of a cope-up mechanism. We were like talking to each other and slowly understanding the space. And meanwhile, I was also about to build a project, but I was sure about one thing, which is like to make something very unique, and it should be, I was like so stubborn, even I was not ready for it, but I wanted to make something unique. So that's when I founded Kryptonities, a project in Cardano, which is like a 3D interactive NFT. So I wanted to go that way. Okay, the technique is sorted out, but what can we do more than that? So that's when I realized, like, I always did art from my personal side, and so I thought of like, here it's becoming a community. It's not just like I can make a beautiful art and expect people to buy it. Like, what is the thing is that, and also people, it's not just like random people anymore. They are becoming friends, and I want to kind of share my personal journey anyway. So that's when I came up with Cyberia, which is like the thing I want to do. It's something related to yoga and NFT. So I wanted to make a foundation. Like, I cannot, since I can have a 12-year experience, so, but it doesn't mean everybody can easily understand what is happening with yoga. So, and in the Web3 space, as so much as I speak to so many people, and they are not so familiar with the yoga system. So I wanted to kind of start with the fundamentals, which is like the chakra system, which are like the energy centers in our body, located from the pelvic region to the top of our head. So when you talk to someone about these kind of things, it's kind of hard to imagine and understand these kind of stuff. So I wanted to make a fun way of understanding the chakra system. So I made all the 7 chakras, which have like 7 different colors, like a rainbow thing. So I converted them, I reimagined them as like interactive planets. You could see like each and every chakra has these are like totally my imaginations. So I think even a kid should understand that was my intention when I was making these planets. And also it has to be aesthetically pleasing. So art has to be aesthetically pleasing. That's my opinion anyway. And these are the 7 different planets I made, and these are like interactive, and I cannot show it right now. So it's like, these are like still images on each and every chakra planet. I call it chakra planets, so it's easier for people to understand. So on each and every chakra planet, there will be avatars doing those specific poses meant for each and every chakra. Here you could see different avatar, the same avatar doing different poses which are meant for each and every chakra. Usually these are done to balance that chakra, and actually this is Charles Hoskinson. I used him as a poster boy to kind of like get the eyes of everyone, because you have to know, like as an artist you have to understand how the space works, and that's what I believe. And this is like one of the stills from the root chakra planet, and this is like a pose, and further poses are done in this way. And I plan to add JPEGs along with the interactive NFTs, because each and every NFT is like around 200 megabytes. So when you go into the pool PM and see your NFT, the JPEGs has to be load. It's like just 1 megabyte, it loads immediately. And so people will be like having an idea like what they minted from the collection. And these are like the different snapshots from the planets, like where the avatar is doing. So there are different skins for each and every avatar, because this is just meant for only for the collector's mindset. So I had to balance everything, and like there is a collector's mentality, they try to collect. And it doesn't stop here actually. I just wanted to make it more meaningful. So the people who collect these NFTs, they will be getting access to 7 weekends of yoga classes handled by Mr. Balaganesh. He's based in Pondicherry or in south of India. I'm from a different city, but we speak the same language, and this is like kind of a spiritual sanctuary in south of India. And he has one of his schools like somewhere located in this place. It's like a thing. So what I call like this is like how the classes looks. So and the way the planets are distributed are like I'll go back and show like why it's distributed in that way. So the higher you go, it's hardest to balance the chakras, which is like the lower chakra is like a very common one. As you go higher up, it's really tough to balance it. So the base planets is like 707. The next one is 607. Right away it goes to all the way up to 107. So people can understand. Okay, the higher the chakra, it's harder to balance because they are fewer in number. So that's how they can understand this. So, and the people who collect all the 7 planets, only 107 possibilities exist because of the final planet is like 107. And the people who collect all those 7, there will be a raffle, and I'm planning to fly 7 of them to India for a week of yoga retreat. So that will be a life-changing thing. Of course, I would like to fly everyone, but with the minting price of 77 ADA, I cannot do that. So I did that way. So this is how the project stands as of now, and I believe experience is also the utility. It's not just like you get something and just like flip it for 10x, like just like the previous gentlemen are talking about how JPEGs are using to make a ton of money, and also you can bring utility and everything. And this kind of projects, I mean, some of my artist friends are like kind of still not okay with this space, like what's happening, and they take it personally. It's about like how you get in and do something, what change you can bring. You can simply blame the government and blame the government. It's the same thought. So what, as an individual artist, I did something, and I think meeting some nice people here gives me more confidence that the space is maturing and they're trying to accept these kind of projects and do something. Thank you for your time.